Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 6th episode of Gotoubun no Hanayome. So, last episode, we finished out the festival, found out a lot more about Ichika in regards to her whole acting thing that she kept a secret because she doesn't want anyone to know until she has something to really show of it, which definitely makes sense. But she got put into a pretty rough position as a result, but she kind of got her way out of that just fine, so it's all good. So yeah, let's just get into it and see what we're in for today. So, 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, well, I had a lot to say about it, but this is a safe for work website. Oh, really? Cool. I bet they were. Not all at once. I would also like an autograph. But just make sure to write Hanakana instead of your actual name, please. Oh, well, that's a downer. Well, that's not too bad. Should be easy to get over a 30. If you're not an idiot. So, in other words, our girls are in trouble. Yeah, midterms. We're now there. So, that kind of sucks. The quintessential quintuplets. It's just so weird that they're just so tiny in his daily life, just doing their own thing. I'm not sure what meaning I'm supposed to get from that. That tiny girls thing. Because I'm sure there's something there that I'm just not grabbing. Just like little versions of them helping him out, like giving him food or whatever that one did, like with the thing with the fried shrimp. I don't fully understand the meaning behind that if there is one. Whew. Nothing quite like sisterly bonding, am I right? English, but I think you were doing the... Want to critique your English skills. Okay, you're pretty close. Not that that's a high bar, but still. Praise is praise. Oh, wow. Got a reaction to that. Well, I don't think that made her feel any better. Wow. Uh, this went downhill. Okay. Did we go full circle or... Okay. What did you tell the teacher? Well, not sure we got through to her there. Who's next? Oh. That's about the reaction I expected from her. Defy and ready. They're kind of cute. I don't think that's true. Yeah, got a point. Wow, this is gonna possibly cause a misunderstanding with those girls. uh, Nino's probably not gonna appreciate. Wow, okay, maybe we should take a step back here on our phrasing. She's gonna hit him, isn't she? Yeah, really. Yeah. I think you may have pushed it a little bit there, especially with that satisfied line. Yeah, but I mean, it's to be expected. Yes. Uh, uniform? uh, oh, yeah, you're wearing a different ribbon. Okay. It's not the green color but from before. Oh, just grabbing those ears. Oh, just has a firm grasp on those ears. Just playing with them. Yeah, it's a miracle. We should probably check her forehead just to make sure. With our forehead, naturally. Is this a library? Let's keep it down. Yeah, if I lived where you lived, I would say the same thing. Well, what are you gonna do about that? Oh. Uh, okay. Nice to see you too, Ichika. Make a compelling argument, but you might have to blow into my other ear just to get me fully on board. Oh, I would give you girls a reward, alright. Not what I had in mind, but we can workshop that. It's always looks so happy. Well, they meant they couldn't wait to get out of school. These sisters are just so beautiful, aren't they? I feel like I said that a lot, but just always on my mind. Oh, Ichika, I didn't know you cared about me enough to follow me down. What situation? Well, they ran off to go to get parfaits or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm flattered. And yet he's called the stalker. Not by her, of course, but still. Oh? Who's on the other end of this phone? Okay, the father. Well, this is not playing fair at all. Well, I mean, soon enough he will. Show does have bride in the name, so. Oh, I've been taking good care of your daughters, all of them. Just me. You're so full of it. Sigh, I've heard that as well. Yeah, that's kind of important. Ultimatum. Oh, Nino. Any of the five. That's not fair. Yeah, I saw that coming as soon as you brought up the midterms. It's pretty typical. So, yeah, we got a bar to meet now. Well, girls, let's get to work. Yeah, don't break her phone. It might take, what, 1% of her allowance to buy a new one. Yeah, that face is not believable. Yeah, I mean, maybe. Wow, she walked right into that one. But sometimes your best is not good enough. The sad reality of life. Yeah, of course I do. Well... I do feel like you can work on your bedside manner a bit. Definitely learn from Miku. And Ichika as well, I suppose. Well, circumstances change. Well, how about 3/4? But the midterms are what matter for him. Yeah. Gotta love some of these camera angles. Uh... I'm just gonna stay out of this argument. Not just the money, but... It does matter when you're poor. Yeah, we're getting into a full-on fight now. uh... You okay, dude? You really need to calm down. Uh... Come on, guys. Very fitting. Yes, Yotsuba, can you make me... I don't believe you, but I guess you're talking about the game. What is that face on Ichika, those eyes? But yeah, playing life. Yeah, that's them's the breaks. Well, it's not enough. Well, yeah, but you got a deadline. Well, man, Mika, when you say it like that, I just want to pat your head and tell you everything will be fine. Shut up, Nino. Yeah, you were gonna say something. Well, screw you too. Yeah, she would crumble the world around you. Itsuki. I almost called it Ichika. You do, but... Well, I wasn't going to be, but maybe things will go in that direction. Should stop fondling him. Ichika coming to the rescue? Oh. Oh. Okay. I guess that's decided now. I wonder how the father feels about that. Because she's on your side. Well, in comparison to someone like Nino. Yes? Wait. Does this have to be done now? Okay. Does this really have to be done now? I love you. Marry me. Okay. But saying these things while naked is just questionable. Okay, are you really just gonna go going in there? I did he? I never saw you in a tell. I had a feeling that voice sounded a bit off, but that sounds about right. Oh, Itsuki, you're a much more fun character now. Or Ichika. Yeah, no idea. Yeah. Just ruining everything again. Yeah, why don't you? Yeah, she's still the enemy at this point. Like, if she really wanted to sabotage you, all she'd have to do is deliberately fail, so wouldn't really be hard. Yeah, scooch over. That's important. Okay. I'd be more than happy to help. Just realized this, but is she wearing, like, debate? Pronounced debate. Whew, Miku. Oh. Okay, well, as for me right now, Miku, you're still my favorite, so Luigi's gotten some ground made after the past episode. Wow. Top 3 qualities in a girl. I would answer that question, but again, safe for work website. All together now. Lets you know who's on board with him and who's not. Okay. Drum roll, please. And the Genki girls, okay. I mean, Yotsuba, I guess, would be that. Good at cooking. I mean, there's good quality so far. I can agree with them. The suspense is killing me. The Doki Doki, it's real. Wow. Cares about her brother. Wow, I guess we know who the real frontrunner in the harem is. So now you know who your number one rival is, guys, so... I still love you. Well, I have a feeling you get married, so it may change. Yeah, and probably offer a head pat as well. Okay? There we go, the head pats. Yeah, that's an effective blush technique. Check what? Check for a check for what? Oof. Okay. I guess we're checking. Okay, it was a Doki Doki check. I get it now. It's the yeah, definitely. There's definitely Doki Doki happening right now. That's a fair point, but it was probably that way before. So yeah, at this point, the only ones that have not been wooed by our protagonists are Itsuki and Nino. But nobody be able to tell who I am if I do that. But now I'm confused. Who's Miku again? And she's Miku now. So Okay, but if I leave those two, I'm really not going to be able to tell who's who. I know that's supposed to be Miku, but it just doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right at all. Well, yeah. Really? Yeah, it elaborates. Defend your assertion. A bit. He definitely is. Uh, don't cry on the paper. Don't cry in general. Definitely some things only he can do. Like teach Nino a lesson. We're gonna go for another head pad. Wow, I should have a counter for this. Yeah, definitely acting like that this episode. The head pad. I do them a lot. Yeah, let's just go. Uh I don't think she's cold. I think she's plenty warm. That was a high quality blush too. What a sad sentence that is. Sleeping together, I like it. Oh, I see. So is that Miku? I'm not sure anymore. Never gave her back her headphones. This is greatly upsetting. Wow. Looking good, definitely. Whoever you are. Of course. I was wondering who would end up going to his room at some point, and I'm still kind of wondering that. Damn. Whew. Yeah, I'd say we had a very productive studying session. Don't question it, just enjoy it. But what you should have been saying is who, because who knows who that is. I think it's Miku, but I'm not sure. She has no hair accessory, she has nothing around her neck. She could be anyone, she could be the neighbor girl for all I know. You know, Ichika, you know. If only you had longer hair. You know, I kind of want a prequel to this anime where it just shows our five sisters together as a fun slice of life anime. You know, no male protagonists. They just live their life as sisters, go to school, be Baka sisters together. I would like that because the more I watch the show, the more I kind of want that. Biggest eater defamation. That's a liar McLife face. Anyway, sure, whatever. I guess that's a fine translation. Okay, that was the 6th episode of Gotoubun no Hanayome. And this episode, yeah, midterms. That's a big thing. They're around the corner. And yeah, Futaro has to get them to pass it because if they don't, then, you know, off with his head. He's fired. You know, And we don't want that because then he's out of the job, and this is probably the best job he will ever have in his entire life. I know it's a bold claim, but I'm willing to assert that this is probably the best job he will ever have in his entire life. I don't see how you could possibly go up from here, especially if it nails you a wife, which it seems like it's going to, considering the kind of the premise of the show. But anyway, yeah, the issue here is Itsuki mostly because she's like she she wants to study, she wants to do well. However, I know she's kind of butting heads a little bit with Futaro. Doesn't really want to she doesn't want to be treated like she's just an ATM machine to him. So she doesn't really want. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble getting out what I'm trying to say here. The point is, she doesn't like his attitude towards the situation. He doesn't like how she is dealing with treating him. She doesn't really like how Nino treats him either. But most of the girls seem to be more or less on board with the whole, having a good relationship with him, a really productive student-teacher relationship. It's only really Itsuki and Nino at this point that are fighting it. They're both kind of being difficult about it. So that's kind of where we currently stand. So, we actually had an overnight study session, which I don't think was initially going to be that, but Ichika decided it would be, so that's what it ended up being. Nino decided to play a little bit dirty, decided to pretend to be Itsuki to get some information on Futaro in the bath, and I was kind of wondering why that was done in that setting, but once we revealed the truth, it was like, okay, that makes sense. She had to obscure her figure to make it easier to fool him into thinking she was in fact Itsuki. And during that scene, you'll probably remember I said something like, wait. I don't think I quite finished my thought there. But yeah, I was skeptical right away that this was who they claimed to be. And that was apparently justified because that was not Itsuki at all. That was Nino, that evil little sister. And Ichika definitely did a lot this episode too, though. Like, very much trying to push things, like in some cases literally pushing Miku up against Futaro. So she definitely seemed to act like the older sister in this episode, doing her best to keep things running smoothly. Of course. Oh yeah, and also Yotsuba changed her ribbon, so because that's totally noticeable. I would not have noticed that if she didn't say anything. I would not have noticed that if she did not bring that up. I'm just gonna put that out here right now. And yeah, the what qualities likes in the girl thing was funny too. I was not really expecting that to end with. I did not expect the punchline of that to be he's talking about his sister. That was unexpected. But once the final one got up about loving your brother or whatever, and I was like, but they don't have a brother. And then I realized, oh yeah, he must be talking about the one character in the show that does have a brother, which would be his sister, the one that we've seen a couple times. She's not in the show a lot, but I mean, I guess she was at the festival, so maybe a little bit. But Nino is definitely going to be a big problem here because she knows about the midterm thing. She, like I said, all she has to do to really sabotage this is to just deliberately fail it, and he's gone. Like, that's all she has to do, so I'm not sure how we combat that, to be honest. Like, if she really wants him gone, there's nothing he can do to fight that strategy if she decides to employ it, so a bit of a rough situation. And Itsuki took Miku's headphones, which is probably the thing that irritated me the most in the episode. Like, you don't do that. You don't just take a character's defining physical characteristic away like that. Because then it's like, who are you? Like, Futaro wakes up and he sees some woman in his bed, has no idea who she is. That could be anyone. That could be Nino, for all he knows. So, and that's a problem because in that situation, you would deal with Nino much more differently than you would deal with Miku or Itsuki, so yeah, that's kind of important to know who's in bed with you as a general rule. As a general rule. But yeah, we also found out from Ichika that the reason Itsuki, I mean, Itsuki's not a bad person. She's just stubborn and, not really good at communicating her feelings, I don't think. I think that's kind of what we were getting at with all that. But, oh yeah, that was funny too. That was probably the funniest part. I don't know. When he confronted Nino at school and she was with her two friends and she just says he's a stalker and then he starts to talk about the situation in a very phrasing things poorly and causing the misunderstanding potentially, and Nina was not a big fan of any of that. So yeah, that's currently where we're at right now. The midterms are a problem. I probably have to explain the whole bed thing to somebody. You know, somebody's probably gonna walk in on that, let's be honest. So yeah. And the Doki Doki test was also kind of funny. Especially because, yeah, he has been running around, so it's kind of messed up the test a little bit. It's kind of like a more safe work arousal test, which is just kind of funny. But yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.